Welcome, welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm getting better at this. I think I'm actually getting to where it's starting to work. And I know that sounds so silly to you all, but there's so many gadgets going on around here. But I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it. I'm really excited. So the lesson from all of this is the more you do, you'll just get more comfortable. Can't say comfortable, but more comfortable. Let's see who's here. Hi. Hello. Wisconsin, California, Maryland, Minnesota, Florida. Hi, everybody. So tonight I had a request by a lady if I would do a section on tops. And so I thought, okay, I can do that. And so all I did was shop tops, blouses, knits, just tops. And so I've got about a dozen that I'm going to show you. And actually, I thought to myself, okay, I'll show them a dozen because I hate to overwhelm you. And like I went past that. I have a really hard time stopping. I know I'm supposed to, but I just get so excited in the moment. I just go and go and go, and I just keep going. So you can stop watching after 12. Okay, that's what I decided. I'll just warn you, and then if you want to stop, you can. All right, so Colorado, Florida, Minneapolis. We're all over. You all welcome so much. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's get started. And let me know, I'll kind of watch, and if you have questions, because there's two programs going, I'm running it from one program, but the questions are in the other program. So I'll just keep checking back to just make sure that I'm not completely ignoring you. So if it takes me a minute to answer questions, just know that I'm working on it. Okay, so let's get started. Now, in each fabric, what I've done is I have put the top that I recommend, and then I put the fabrics. Now, in each of these cases, typically I saw them at the store. I took a photo, but usually my photo wasn't as good as, once I found it. And so I went ahead and did that. So the reason I'm bringing you this first photo is simply because we are seeing a lot of very casual outfits that are the same two pieces, one color. And you all know, for those of you who are shorter, for those of you who are overweight, for those of you who are tall and want to look taller or thinner, whatever, this is a great look. This is a great, great look. Two pieces, one color. But so you can see that you can do it out of denim. So I went ahead and listed some fabrics that I thought would look great. Top and bottom, very casual. The top would be like 600. The bottom would be the pull-on cargo pant. So you could keep this very simple and yet really, make it look terrific. All right. Then a little while ago, I think it was last week. I don't remember. The week before, I'm not sure which. But anyway, I did 118. And 118 is Monty's off-the-shoulder top. It was originally, Armani. Off-the-shoulder top. And I'm seeing this a lot. I saw a couple of these. So again, I went ahead and took photos of these. Now, in this case, it's without the collar. And it's done in a border print. I thought this was just incredibly cute. So you can just see how cute it is with those jeans, leggings. You can wear this, not this, but you can put the collar on, and the collar could still be the border print, and the collar could be worn up on the shoulder because you can wear it up on the shoulder. So it doesn't have to be, naked at the top like that, or you could do a little tank top. I think a little tank top under this would be just really, really cute. So I just thought this was adorable. And then I'm kind of on the same note, I did this one because this one is a woven. And the last one might have been a woven too. The pattern is for a knit, but there's no reason why you can't size up a little bit. I thought this would be adorable in a terry cloth. And we have a white terry cloth fabric. And again, I'm putting these numbers on here. I don't know. You guys are going to have to give me some feedback on this. If, I don't know that you want to see the fabrics or that we can see the fabrics. I think if you take the numbers, it's not like instantaneous, you can see it. But I do think if you take the numbers, you can reference it. And I think that's probably the better way to do it because we already have video of the fabric. So like in this case, what I do with it, it's like the terry. This is the terry cloth. But if I show you the terry cloth, I'm just not sure that it's really helpful for you to actually see the terry cloth. I don't know if that's really of any value. But anyway, there's the terry cloth. I actually did a pair of yoga pants out of the terry cloth. and I love them. They're so comfortable. White terry cloth yoga pants. They're just super, super comfortable. Okay, so having said that, let's go on. And that was this little top. So you can see it looks super cute. I'm sorry, I'm behind a couple. There we go. It was this top. So the money's off the shoulder. You could easily, this is a knit, you could easily do the collar with it and then decide how you want to wear it, and it becomes to where you can wear it two ways. All right. All right, so this next one, let's see. I think I've got numbers to all of these just to keep, this is number 4, great little halter. Pattern 619, great little halter. Now again, this 8129, this was the terry cloth, and I did this because this halter could be in a zillion different fabrics. Because growing up, I had a terry cloth halter, a white terry cloth halter. So when I saw this, I thought, okay, I would still wear that. Now keep in mind that this can be worn underneath things. It's not like you have to go braless or a halter bra or any of that kind of stuff. It's great under a little knit top. It's great under a jacket. The neckline is what we're going for, and that neckline is very, very pretty. So don't discount it just because it's a halter. You know, don't do that. Okay, this next one now, this is number, I have to leave my glasses on because I can't see my own writing. This is number 5. Now I did this because there's a new fabric that I put up, and it looked so similar to this. In fact, I had seen this jacket before. I know this is a jacket, but keep in mind you could do a little tank top underneath to match, and I think it'd be darling. 8243. It's a peach fabric. I just put it up a little bit ago just for this webcast so that you could kind of get an idea. But this is pattern 920. Great, great little idea. Super cute, super light. You can look at it with the cream color pants, the lighter pants. It's just a really great, you know, we have a lot of spring storms. We have a lot of spring storms. Summer right now, this time of year, it'd be great to have a little jacket. All right, this next one I put up because I thought it was just absolutely adorable. The 3 colors. I'm sure, you know, when we've picked out our fabrics and when we have a stash and we like our stash, we can take, you know, little remnants of 3 different fabrics and put them together. Now, the only thing I would say to this is I would reverse the dark and the light. You know, you're making it now, so you get to do anything you want. I'd put the white at the top and put the navy at the bottom. Or whatever color. Put the lighter color at the top. Now, pattern 212 is Core's gathered top, and it has zippers in the sleeves, but you don't have to put the zippers in. It's just a really cute little top. It has a gathered waist. You don't have to gather that waist. You could just make it a seam and let it go straight. I just think this is really cute. You can see you can throw it on with jeans, but again, pick your fabrics, pick your colors, and let you decide to do whatever it is you want to do. Okay? All right, this one, we were in Kentucky. A group of us that went to Donna Salyers, we were in Kentucky, and we saw some of these in the store. This one in particular, and you know the prices on these little blouses are just crazy. It's just a little cotton blouse. I actually thought it would be really pretty, and I am going to show you this fabric because I'm in love with this fabric, or maybe I'm not, depending if I can find it or not, but anyway. Just love this. So I did it as pattern number 624. And 624 has that great collar. It kind of wraps around. It's just real cute. And look at this fabric. I just love this fabric, and I think it's just a home run as far as the combination goes. So this is one of the fabrics I put up. It's a silk. It'd be great with jeans. Casual, easy. You know, I love a silk blouse with jeans. It's just a great look. It's not over, it can't be overdressed because you've got jeans on. And so you can really dress up the blouse and still pair it with jeans, and it just has a great look. So that was number 7. Let's show that again. I'm just screwing up all over the place. Sorry, that was number 7. Okay, number 8. This we saw in the store also. And this is, again, all you're doing there, and I put pattern number 523. 523 would be perfect for this. It's a halter. It's got the bow that wraps around the neck, and all you're doing is making that bow wider, And then I've got that 8209 is that orange silk. And that orange silk is incredible. I'm going to pull it out here because it's so beautiful. I just think this would be a home run. Let me hide that a little bit. This orange silk, and I know you've got a video on it, but it's like a, it's just, oh, it's beautiful. I mean, it's so pretty. It's just got beautiful body to it, and it's a little thicker than like a, I want to say it's a 4-ply, but it's not. It's just not that thick. So I hate to say it's a 4-ply, but what I'm trying to say is it's a little bit thicker. Now this blouse in this photo is like a light orange. In this store, it's actually a deep orange. It's like that same exact color. It's really a beautiful blouse. This is a $600 blouse. You could use 2 yards of that fabric and just, it would be a home run. Again, jeans, casual little top. You know, I think that as we, so for me, as I sew more, what I'm trying to do is just upgrade my fabrics, my fabrications. This is a silk. I'm going to show you this blouse in a minute. But, you know, the goal is to just make it a little nicer, make it a little nicer, make it a little nicer. I'm going to take just a pause here. Let me check for questions because I'm kind of rattling along. Okay. It would be great to have a spotlight on you and the fabric. You guys, I just want you to know we have added 5 lights since we started. And it's still dark. So I've got my lighting person on this. I don't understand why it's still so dark. So I'm doing something wrong, but just know that every time we are having one of these, we have a lighting person looking at this and we're making changes. So tonight, I know you can't see up here, but we put 3 lights up here and then we got a new spot over here. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but we'll figure it out and just know, yes, it will get better. Okay. And know that it's a new process and I'm still learning. We're still trying to figure this out. Okay, so this next one is that one. We saw that one. That was Acris. This is number 9. Love this. Now, I personally don't like the size of those checks. I think it's too big, but we have this fabric right here. This is 8172. Is that what I put on there? 8172? Yes, 8172. And it is really, it's like a, oops, let me take that picture and get rid of that. Sorry. Okay, so it's squares, but they're much smaller squares. 8172, you guys can go to it and look at it. And I think to put this on the bias would be absolutely adorable. Just get a lot of movement throughout the whole top, and I think it'd be the way to go. But I do like that bias look. I think that bias look is very, I don't know, it's so unexpected. I guess that's the best way I know how to say it. It's very unexpected, and it just gives a really, I love it. I mean, I just really like it. So it's just if you like it or not, especially for a casual everyday blouse, I think it just does a beautiful job. All right, then this next one, we're going to denims. And because denim shirts are just all over the place. You can't, you know, I hope you all have a denim shirt. It's not even about whether you like denim or not. Look at, there's all these fabrics I put with them. This one in particular has a white collar, so I love that contrast of that white collar. I thought it was really good looking. I'm going to show you this other one. And this one I even loved even more. Is that adorable? This is number 11. 3 different fabrics you could do it with, but don't you just love that little tie? And all you do is put a buttonhole at the side seams, make a tie, and you can see the tie is straight. You can look at the stripes and see that the tie goes right along with the stripes. It's long, it's knee length, it's adorable. You could put a little pair of leggings on underneath that. Look at those tennis shoes. It's just as cute can be and as comfortable as can be. Stylish, young, just love this. So I put some fabrics with there. All these fabrics would look great. We have that one embroidered fabric. I'm going to show it to you because I think it's close by. It's a stripe with the embroidery. Maybe it's not close by. Sorry about that. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's this embroidered with this stripe. And I just love the fabric. But even more so, I'm going to show you one a little bit later that's got this embroidery on it. Would that be adorable? You could do long, knee length, put little jean leggings with it, or jeggings, whatever you want to call them, and you could just go to town on that. I just think you'd wear it all the time. Just think it's really cute, and the savings would be tremendous because this stuff is so expensive. The ready to wear has just gotten out of control. This was number 11, by the way. Okay, then moving along, we're going to go to number 12, and I love this. Love this. Notice how just easy, casual it is. Although, and because I saw this blouse in the store. It's a silk twill, but what I loved about it was kind of the randomness of the pattern. That's really what I fell in love with, and I think I might have showed this to you, but I thought, well, we'll look at it again. I think it's just a great match for this linen, for this white and blue. It's kind of the same type, very random. Again, a great look with jeans. Just beautiful, soft, just so pretty. I thought that would be a good match. So that's another great thing to sew. And instead of spending, let me put it back up just so you can see it. Instead of spending $800, I'm sure you're going to spend much, much less. Okay, that was number 12. So now we went on to number 13. And this is the blouse I actually was inspired by with the blouse I have on. So a couple reasons. Number one, it's a silk blouse. And I wanted to wear a silk blouse with jeans. Love the combination, but look at the tiny print. And I listed some fabrics up there that had very small print. I think both of them are actually on sale. If you had your coupon that came in your email this morning. 623 is the one. Now, what's different in mine, I'm going to go back to the one I have on. Whoops, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. The one I have on, 623, has the larger sleeves. And I did it because I just love the fullness of the blouse. I just think it's beautiful. Sam's blouse, this is the pattern that I did on mine. Sam's blouse, I just love it. I just love it. It's real comfortable on. I love the fabric. It's 100% silk. And earlier, I don't know, in another webcast, I had made a silk little scarf. I thought, you know what, I could even wear that together. Scarves are being worn as belts with denim. You could do a belt with it. There's just so many different options. So keep in mind that the good news about when you have a really small print, you can't see the mistakes. So I know that sounds crazy, but it's amazing how if you are a new sewer and if you are saying, okay, I want to start off, but I'm nervous, go to prints. Start with prints. Cotton prints, silk prints, viscose prints. All prints hide errors so much more than what a solid does. You can see the top stitching, you can see everything so much clearer when you have when you're dealing with a solid. So that's just my suggestion. Your new sewer, there you go. So that's kind of what I took my blouse out of. I wanted a print. I wanted it kind of waisted where I could tuck into jeans. And I gave it more sleeve, obviously, than what this one has. But look at the neckline and the collar. I just really like it. And I really like my blouse. Like, for me, it's a home run. It's exactly what I wanted. Okay, number 14. Boy, we're on 14 already. Jeez. Okay, this is a little knit top. Notice the gathers in the front. It's $4.25. $4.25 is a woven. You're going to put it to center front on the fold. Center front on the fold. You'll see how to do it. Use your V-neck templates. You guys all have those neckline templates. You can make a V-neck and add it to it. And then look at all the different fabrics you can use because they're solids. We've got all kinds of pinks and white and black and bright. We got all kinds of light pinks, dark pinks. We got all kinds of solids, or do it in a print. But that V-neck, soft gathers in the front, is just a great top for, lounging around. Easy, cute, etc. I did this one because it was bright pink, but this is Ellie's sheared top, $3.23. That's a fit to stitch pattern. And then I did the fabric that went with it. That's that Gucci pink we've got. But again, you could do that in so many different colors, and it's an adorable little top. Sleeveless, short sleeve. You could, change up the sleeve when you want, and it's just cute. And this is the last two. And I did these together because I actually saw these at two different stores and went back to the magazine and found them in two different places. They're like basically the same top. To me, it's Sonia's blouse, pattern 575. We've got lots of beautiful blue fabrics where you can, make it blue. Obviously, it'd be great in other colors, but I just wanted you to see how cute that was. Look at the bottom of that shirt, how it's just rounded, and it just really gives it a casual feel and a very relaxed look. All right, let me go back to the questions now and see what we're doing. Oh, we're just saying hi. Okay. All right, we're just saying hi. That's cool. All right, you guys. So the goal is I think sometimes we see fabrics, we see patterns, we don't necessarily put them together, and that was my goal tonight. There was one I wanted you to go back and see. Let me go back through and try to figure. Okay, look at this one, number 4. I'm going to go back a little bit. There were some things I wanted to show you on these. I want you to notice, I know it's hard to see. Let me see if I can. No, I've got so many pictures on here, you guys. I don't know, haven't figured out quite how to layer them. Now I'm moving everything but the one I want to. Oh, there we go. Okay, look at her shoes. Okay, a very cute little sandal there. Very easy. The shoe actually matches the pant. That's all. There was a couple shoes on here that I wanted you to see so that when it goes to shoes, we can cover our little shoe wardrobe. I think that's the only one I had a shoe on this time. I've already started pulling pictures for something else. Oh, except for this one. This one's the best. I love this. I just love this look. Tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. Look at those tennis shoes. Are those adorable? They're just so cute. And again, you just can't get more comfortable, more cute, more anything. Just throw on a long shirt like that. You got to belt it. You guys, you can't not belt it. If you don't belt it, you're going to look like you're the size of Montana. So you got to belt it. I don't care what your figure is. I don't care. Put a belt on it. All right, let's spend a few minutes and let's answer some questions that you have. All right. All right, you guys, any questions? Is this fun to just see all these? We've got the fabric for all of these. I did put the jacket up over here. This is our new jacket pattern. 1952, that's in pre-sale right now. I just love that jacket. I actually, the pants are mine. I made the pants to match. But jackets are just so popular right now. Okay, I love that you are talking about shoes to go with outfits. Shoes can be hard. I agree with you. I think shoes can be hard. So, I've kind of taken shoes and put them in 3 categories. And that is tennis shoes. And the good news is, you guys, and I really do think it's simply because who's buying these tennis shoes? Who's got the money? And it's older women. It's older women. Yet the prices of tennis shoes to me are way off the charts. They're just way out of control. But tennis shoes are just really, really stylish and really popular. And then there's sandals, flats, sandals. I'm a sandal kind of girl. I grew up in Miami. If I'm wearing shoes at all, it's going to be a sandal. So I just love no shoes, but sandals are as close as I can get. Flip-flops and me are best friends. Any shoe that looks like a flip-flop. So obviously you have to know yourself. And then the last category is some type of heel. But most of my shoes, are what's comfortable for me. And then I have them in different colors. So you guys can, I want to show you shoes so that you really can make the outfit look great, but at the same time make it to where you're really comfortable. Can you talk a little bit about the white jacket? Sure. What do you want to know? When will the jacket pattern ship? Oh, we just started pre-selling it, you guys, Sunday, like 2 days ago. Okay. It's a pre-sale. And if you look online to fit2stitch.com and go to the donations, it's under donations. It says when it will ship. It gives you all that information. Okay. I think it's the end of May. I'm not sure. Off the top of my head, honestly, I'm not sure. What kind of cuffs or jacket? Let's see. What kind of cuffs on the jacket? What is popular on woven tops that you've seen? Cuffs. There's no cuff on this jacket. I'm not sure. What kind of cuffs on jackets? Jackets typically don't have a cuff, they're just straight. Blouses have cuffs. But typically for summer, as you saw as we went through these, most of these didn't have a long sleeve. The one did, the 600 did. But there's so many options. You know, if I'm going to do a shirt dress and I'm going to do it long like that one I showed you, I'm just going to roll up the sleeves. Most of the shirtings are reversible. We've got several shirtings. They're all reversible. All those stripes are almost all reversible. It's not that they're exactly the same on both sides, but they look so similar that you can roll it up and have, you know, you don't even notice it. So I would say roll up your sleeves. I don't know that I would do long sleeves on anything. And even if you do long sleeves, pull it up. We just shipped and we finished shipping pattern number 400. And pattern number 400 is all these woven sleeve alternatives. Now, the reason I did that is because right now we're seeing 600 blouse. If you go back on these pictures and saw how many times 600 blouse was there, it has 600 blouse, but it's got so many different sleeves. I stole sleeves from Veronica Beard, Lafayette 148, pattern number 400, and it's got a pleated sleeve. That pleated sleeve is incredible. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it just works really well. There's a puff sleeve that's gathered at the top and gathered at the bottom. Those are things that are in right now that are really going to make your 600 look very stylish and very current. Okay? If you stand by the white jacket, are you easier to see because it's easy to see the jacket? Am I easier to see if I stand by the jacket? I don't know that there's going to be much difference, you guys. It's the same lighting. It's just the white jacket is white, and I'm, you know, got color, so I think that's what makes the difference. Yeah, ships end of May to middle of June. We gave ourselves a little bit of variance so that we could, you know, have a little bit of error factor. I don't want you all losing sleep over when the pattern will be shipped. We promise we're already working on it. We'll get it out. The reason we do a pre-sale is we can, when we print envelopes, we save money if we print a grouping together. So that's why we go after that pre-sale. I'm so glad the new pattern shows the jacket in a light solid color that makes it easier to see the design lines. That's because the design lines are so off the charts. These design lines are just stunningly beautiful. So I really hope, I mean, I think this jacket, like when I saw this jacket, it was like, oh, I mean, it was just so, it just, you know, that's what I look for. When I'm looking for clothes and looking for new patterns and it goes, oh, you know, that's my initial reaction. I stick with that. I stick with that. There's sometimes I don't, but most of the time I really do stick with that. Okay, let's see what else you got. Okay, you got it. You got it. Yep, you got it. Okay. All right, so that's it. You guys, should have plenty of motivation. We've got the fabrics. We've got the patterns. Let's do it. Let's sew. So on Thursday night, there's our Q&As. I'm in town this week, so we got Q&As. And then next Tuesday night is our pattern of the month. So our POM. So that means we're doing a silhouette U. That means you get to send us your 611. 611 Maggie's blouse is the pattern of the month. So if you'll send that in, get it made up, put it on you, not a mannequin, put it on you. We want to see it on you, how well it fits. We've already got some great examples. 611 takes very little time to make. You've got plenty of time. Order fabric, get some fabric, get the pattern, and get it back to us. And then you go in for the drawing, and the drawing just builds up. It's $25 at first, but then it goes up to $500. So you want to get in so that you get a chance to enter the $500. Okay? When shopping at Maurice's, saw a jacket like the pink you showed, but no sleeves. They pull a knit top over it. Yeah, those little knit tops are very popular. They're, you know, like if you look at 195, 196, 201, those little knit, even 824, the little knit jacket is very stylish, very popular. We have a new one coming out for fall that we're calling it the Q's jacket. Great little jacket. Just really little knit jackets, little knit tops, all of those things, just depending on the fabric that you're doing it with. But they're great. They're really great. All right, you guys. So go sew. It's time to sew. It's a perfect time to start sewing. Get it cut out. Get it going. Thanks for being here. You have 12 ideas that really turned into 16, but 12 ideas on what to sew, and the goal is, you know it. Happy sewing, you all. Love you. Bye.